everyone. It's a lovely Tuesday morning. Welcome to TVC Breakfast. I am Mike Okwoche, and I'm not here alone. I'm here with Super Sam Omatseye. Sam, good morning. Good to see you.
Good morning. Same here.
Great. It's a wonderful Tuesday.
Yes.
Now, since the weekend up until yesterday, there has been rumble in PDP, especially from the G5 governors. They were all in Benue for the commencement of campaigns for the governorship candidate there. And they all decided to support, they all came together to support the candidate of the PDP in the state. But it was the opportunity and the platform was used to also air the grievance they still have against RU, the national chairman, and the presidential candidate of the PDP.
There were two dances in. There were two dances in Benue. You know, the first dance was a physical one, and they didn't do a good job of that. I saw all of them. They were all dressed in the Benue regalia.
The unity colors.
It turned out that the only one without a cap was the host. Otom was the one without a cap. I think it was the only one. If one of you, but if anyone. And I didn't see Wike with his own typical dance. He couldn't transport his Port Harcourt dance to the Benue, setting. A bit that is made. The other dance was the dance against Atiku. It was the dance of defiance. that itself was their own attacks on Atiku, and there was also a small jibe at the Fulanis in the way they attacked each other. But it was clear now that they are set for battle.
Yeah.
Set for battle against him.
Well, the governor of Benue, Samuel Otom, used the time to speak against former Vice President Atiku Abubakar, saying that he didn't support the state when the state was going through turbulent times, especially through the killings that happened, the herdsmen and the farmer crisis, that he was not available, he didn't pay visits, he had not even gone to see IDP, people at the IDP camps. In fact, in the previous talk about that, recall that Peter Obi was also there recently, I think about a week ago, and he praised Peter Obi for even coming at all and said, even my own presidential candidate has not been here all the while. So it was still an opportunity and a platform for them to reaffirm their displeasure.
And the wives of the APC candidate and the deputy went to Benue, and they met with everybody, including the governorship candidate of their party, Aliyah. And so on. They said that they were there to, on behalf of the party and the candidates, to do stuff for the victims of flood and displacements of
people in IDP.
Yes, IDPs and so on. It is becoming a marker of Atiku's campaign so far that is characterized by alienation. It's alienated from these governors. It's alienated from the East, from the statement about don't vote for East. It's alienated from the Yorubas, from the statement that don't vote for Yorubas. It's alienated from the people. It doesn't seem to be showing any sense of empathy. You cannot visit the IDP camps. You cannot do donation, you cannot make speeches of empathy, and so on. So all those things are coming together. And that is what this man, Otom, is saying in Benue. That, look, we have gone through all these problems, and we have not seen you. Where were you when our people were dying? Where were you when they were shooting at us? Where were you? Why didn't you caution the herdsmen, the Fulani herdsmen, you being a Fulani man? What have you said? What have you done? When we're burying our dead, were you there to shed a tear? You weren't there. So those are the things that are not coming up. And I think that we are seeing the same thing He was doing the same thing with Bode George even here in
Lagos.
In Lagos. We are seeing it with Kwazu in Abia. We are seeing it Makinde in Ibadan.
Yes.
We are seeing it with Egwuanyi in Enugu.
Yeah.
So, and I was seeing it with Otom.
And in fact, the latest one we're seeing is, although it might take a different dimension, but in Bauchi State.
Bauchi State. The story, that's the story that is developing in the week.
Yes.
If it is because he has a fought with Bala for the presidential ticket.
Exactly.
He ought to have gone to him and said, okay, I've won. After all, when you win, you're supposed to magnetize. Winston Churchill said, in war resolution, they had resolution to win. In victory, magnanimity. So when you have won, you become
exactly.
magnanimous.
You are the leader of all.
Yeah, the leader. So that's what Ashwaju did. The first thing he did after winning the APC primaries, he went to see the various fellow contestants,
aspirants who contested against him.
And that was what he never did. He didn't do the same. He didn't do the same with Wike, because it looks like Wike said, "Okay, this is my grouse. Can you take care of it?" He said, "I will." Then he didn't. Now, what is the campaign going to do going forward? Is it going to be a campaign of fight or a campaign of future? That what is happening now is that the PDP states are trying to take care of their own business.
Yes.
In spite of the center.
Exactly.
Because the center is broken. Let us take care of our own. Like Akwa Ibom, the gubernatorial race is kicking off today.
Yes.
The others, even Otom is also kicking off his own.
Exactly.
They are doing everything without the recourse to the center. So it's a divided house.
Yeah. The point there is, another thing, of course, the Atiku, the presidential candidate of the PDP, cannot afford to lose more states. Now, it is yet to be seen that deliberate, intentional, reconciliatory moves.
There's no move anymore.
There's no move anymore. Now, we're hearing, because all of the reports we're hearing from Bauchi State, if they are anything to go by, they're not good at all.
Because he himself, instead of me to go to Bauchi State, he's sending people there.
Exactly.
It's not the same
it was
thing.
the same way he was sending people to Wike. You know, so the point there is, the governor of Bauchi State is saying, well, that the presidential candidate treats him with disdain.
Yes.
He said that the presidential candidate is not giving him, is not carrying him along in the scheme of things. He's not giving him the free hand to operate as the deputy chairman north of the presidential campaign council.
Yes.
He said, so all of those things, and he said that he's not being regarded.
It's not even supporting him for his
re-election bid,
which is what people call, that is the cocoa of the matter. that you don't want me to progress. You want me to support your progress.
But some other leaders of the party have revealed part of the reason why Atiku may not have drawn Bala Mohammed close, and he's saying that when he contested at the level of the primary elections, Bala Mohammed was told to, step down and support our agenda so that we can work together. But on the other hand, Bala Mohammed didn't agree to step down.
But the same thing happened in APC, even worse. When people were saying step down, some people said no step down.
Yeah.
There was chaos. But then everything was done. Everybody said, okay, let us now line behind the winner. Even those who have grudges are not showing it openly. They are not coming out to say, okay, I want to fight you. I want to derail your campaign.
Yes.
They are not doing that. I mean, they are probably sulking, but it's better to sulk than to fight.
Exactly.